Welcome to Unirac. We'll learn how to install Oracle Linux 8.2.2 step-by-step installation process. As of now, this is the latest version which is released on 28th of April 2020. So in this, it's checking the fragmentation. We can escape. So click escape button to cancel this checking. In the last video we have seen our Oracle Linux 7.6 and this is the latest 8.2.0. Now in this step it's running Anaconda, the process. It's starting the installer. In the first frame, welcome to Oracle Linux 8.2 frame. The default language is English United States. So during this installation process, the language would you like to use? So choose English, click on continue. You can see that right bottom, a blue color button, continue, click on continue. In installation summary, let's look into localization, software and system. You can see the date and time. So click on date and time. You're going to set up your server in which location. Choose the location. As of now, if you are going to install on the server which is located in India, choose India. The region is Asia and city Kolkata. Once you choose, click on done on the top left. Once click on top left the done button, we come back to the installation summary. Click on software selection. In this session, the software selection, the base environment should be chosen as server with graphical user interface. In the additional software for selected environment, scroll down and select your virtualization tools, legacy Unix compatibility, development tools, security tools and system tools. So what we selected: system tools, security tools, development tools, legacy Unix compatibility, virtualization tools. Verify once again and click on done. You can see the local media in installation source and server with graphical user interface. Under System session, click on Installation Destination. You can see automatic and custom. The storage configuration which we want to have, the partition type, the partitions which we need to have, user defined or system defined. System defined will go with automatic and user defined will choose custom. So choose custom to have our own partition and partition sizes out of 120 GB which we allocated in the local standard disk. The device which we selected with the size of 120 GB. Choose custom, click on done. In this manual partition, choose your standard partition option. Under new points will be used the following partition scheme. The scheme which we want to use is standard partition. Click plus button to create a new partition now. You can see your details in this session. So click plus. The mount point you want to create, choose root mount point slash and allocate 15 GB, around approximately 15,000. So the desired capacity 15,000 is more enough for your slash root mount point for your primary partition to install Linux binaries. Click add mount point. That mount point either use XFS or ext4. Let's choose your ext4 partition mount point. The file system type as ext4. One more partition let's create. Swap partition. This is a virtual memory. Double the RAM size is good recommended. As of now 4 GB RAM. Let's give 8096. Double the RAM size. So it's a virtual memory. If the RAM fills, then the swap comes into use. Click on add mount point. You can see the file system shows swap. Click on plus button. Create one more mount point as slash tmp slash temp partition of around 5 GB approximately. To hold your temp files, create a temp partition. Click on add mount point. The partition file system type either XFS or ext4, extended partition. We have learnt these partition, the reason why ext4, what the benefit, what the advantages in the last video, Oracle Linux 7.6. Click on plus button again. Enter your mount point slash u01. Your user mount point for your Oracle binaries to install around a 20 GB allocated. 20 GB approximately needed for your Oracle binaries to install for a 19C or whatever other versions. You can reduce up to 15 GB as well, but good to go with 20 GB in case you are going for upgradations or any other reasons. So click on add mount point. Choose the file system as ext4. Click one more mount point slash aura data for your data files. So allocate 15 GB approximately. Out of 120 GB, 15 GB for your aura data. Choose the file system as ext4. Click plus button, add your another mount point slash softwares. Around 15 GB to hold your softwares. Choose the file system ext4. Click on next, plus button, enter the new mount point with the name slash aura backup and the size 10 GB. Add the mount point, choose the file system to ext4. Click on plus button for your another mount point slash archives to hold your archilogs around 5 GB. ext4 file system. You can also have slash FRA for your fast recovery area or flash recovery area around 10 GB. Add the mount point, choose the file system as ext4. So till now we have seen creating the mount points slash archives slash softwares slash aura backup slash aura data slash user1 slash FRA slash TMP root mount point. So available space, you can see still we have 19 GB out of 120 GB. The hard disk space, the storage device which we selected of 120 GB, out of that, after all we created the mount points, we can see 19 GB still left, which you can create for slash redo if needed. Want to place your read log files individually in different mount point to have avail best performance? So you can locate in this space, or you want to resize some other mount points with a additional size, additional space, we can increase. So done with manual partitioning, click on done. So all these partitions which we created are going to format and going to create a device. You can see the create format, create device. So it's going to create a format, create a device. Let's accept the changes. Click on accept changes. We have come back to installation summary. Finally, click on network and host. You can see Ethernet, the Ethernet card which we are going to connect. Using this Ethernet card, the default hardware address is being showing here as per your VMware or VMbox or your physical device, physical hardware, and the speed. Let's connect it. You want to connect to your internet, click on this button. It's getting connected. Assign the IP address. Itself got assigned through DNS 192.168.0.1. It could be your router DNS, or it could be your DNS given by your service provider. You can assign your host name. You can set your host name, server name. Enter your host name here as per your client requirement, client policies. Example, as per our lab session, the subdomain will be always your server name under your domain name. So let's enter lab1.uniragglobal.com and apply. Click on apply. The current hostname got changed, affected. Click on done. Now let's begin installation process. Click on begin installation. It's creating disk label, it's creating the partitions. Meanwhile, we can set the root password. Click on user settings, root password. Under user settings, click on root password. Now enter your root password. The root account is which is used for your administrating the system. So enter the password for your root user and confirm the password with the same password and ensure that it is strong. Then click on done. We are back to user settings. Still it's getting installation. Your RPMs are getting installed out of 1477 533. We'll move forward as it takes time. We can see now Oracle Linux is now successfully installed and ready for you to use. So go ahead and reboot. It's got completed. We can see a reboot button here. Click on reboot. So wait for till it get rebooted. In this, we'll see the license agreement. So click on license information. Accept the license agreement. Click on check button. So once done with the license agreement, you can see the done button. Click on done. You can finish your configuration. Right side bottom, click on the finish configuration. The welcome page, the initial welcome page we can see of your Oracle Linux. Click on next. The privacy, the location services in case you want to opt it. Click on. You want to connect to your online accounts. Click on your online accounts like Google, Nextcloud, Microsoft, Facebook. If not, skip. Use skip button. Want to tell something about you? Enter your full name. I entered with full name Unirac. Then click on next button. Set the password. Confirm the password with the same as we entered. Ensure it's a strong password. Click on next. Now you are ready to go. You can start using your Linux server. So click on your start using Linux server. Click on not listed so that we can use root user to log into your Oracle Linux server. can see the background now. Click on welcome, next again. Next, choose the privacy next, skip. Click on again start using Oracle Linux Server. As you log into root user first time, it will ask for these sessions to complete, so you can close that. It's done with your installation. Click on your activities. You can see a menu here, the terminal, the Firefox web browser as well. You can click your terminal. So this terminal where you can have your Unix commands, you can work on your Unix commands. From here you can install your Oracle Linux database, Oracle Database 19c on your Oracle Linux. So done with your installation. Thank you all. So you can proceed further. In case you have any doubts or something, comments, you can go with the comments. We can help you out if you're facing some issue in your installation process. You can download from edelivery.oracle.com as well. Thank you guys.